Number 250 in the Masters of Cinema collection, I think, maybe, because this is a 3-pack set, is Skinner's dress suit from the early Universal Volume 1. I haven't watched the other 2 movies as yet, but I'm looking forward to getting to them. And this is one of those titles that, released by the MOC, did not enthuse me. You know, I had this one that's been sitting for a week or 2, maybe longer, and I was deliberating over watching it. And I kind of sat down one day and I thought, you know what, I fancy a silent movie. I picked out the first movie on this set, Skinner's Dress Suit, and it was absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed this one. I had so much fun with it, which it just goes to show why I love Masters of Cinema as much as I do, because they've never let me down. It's the only label where I haven't found a movie that I didn't like or did not enjoy one way or another. Now, this movie stars Reginald Denny and Laura LaPlante as a very, driven couple. You know, they want to better their life. You've got Skinner, who works in a business. I thought it was a bank at first, but it turns out it's a kind of business of a factory creating nuts and bolts, I believe, or delivering them. Honey, his wife, is just the kind of dutiful wife. She's at home just making sure everything is running the way it's supposed to. Skinner, she has an inflated opinion of her husband. She is the driving force behind her husband's impetus to get a raise, to better himself. She is the engine of this relationship, and her performance by Laura LaPlante was absolutely wonderful. It's effervescent, it's cheery, it's always positive and always pushing her husband on to better things. Skinner himself is not as confident as his wife, who is a little unsure of his abilities, who feels that he is an important part of the business and deserves a raise, and tries his best to get there. But in true counter fashion, he doesn't get the money that he's looking for, and rather than disappoint his wife, who's so enthusiastic, he tells a lie that he got a raise, and she starts to plan how to spend that money, and that involves a new dress suit for Skinner, a new dress for her. They're going to go to a party night, they're going to go out and celebrate, and they start spending the money that they don't have, and this is leading into a lot of the physical comedy that we have within the film, and it's pretty fun. And we see these characters go to an evening party, a kind of posh event, and make friends, make a splash. They seem to have a great deal of fun and are embraced by that kind of community. And then we start to see them extend themselves more and more to give a bigger sense of importance, and ultimately things backfire a little bit. Skinner gets sacked, he has all these bills to pay, and how's he going to save the day without disappointing his lovely wife? It has a wonderful score that really drives this one forward. There's plenty of cuts and changing of camera. It's not as stilted or as one shot as some other silent films I've seen. There's a general sense of fun in this one. There are several sequences that I really loved, like the relationship that Skinner has with his co-workers. It's a little bit antagonistic at the start, but it slowly warms away as he starts to connect with them on a personal level. There's a wonderful scene where he's dancing with one of the clerks in the place. And the boss kind of walks in, and it's really kind of fun. And they follow up with Skinner trying to phone his wife to tell her how to do this dance over the phone, with his boss kind of watching. And it's cheerful, it's fun. I was chuckling along with it and was engaged by this one. And although it never gets too heavy, and you feel that there's always going to be a happy ending around the corner, I really wanted that happy ending for this couple. I enjoyed them. I liked to see them on screen. I thought the performances were wonderful, and I felt the chemistry between these two was wonderful as well. A real partnership of a marriage that just worked tremendously well and was an absolute joy to watch. Skinner's dress suit was a real surprise. Like I said, threw on this set, didn't know anything about any of the movies, and I utterly adored this film. One of the better silent films I've seen, one of the more engaging, more fun, interestingly shot, and filled with really entertaining comedic moments that I just utterly loved. Highly recommended. I've still got the other two movies in this set to check out, and now I am more enthused to go and see them now. Wonderful restoration, and a movie that I think you would enjoy if you like silent cinema. I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. Of course, there's more content up here that you can check out of mine. You can like this video if you think I deserve it, share it, which would be great as well, and if you feel extra generous, you can join my membership program and get access to extra content, or support me on Patreon as well. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.